Hello, welcome to another edition of Population Timeline, the half-hour program which comes to you from the National Population Commission, the Nigerian government agency that provides demographic data for national development. I am Nkechi Okeshola.
National Population Commission, providing demographic data for national development.
And we will continue to pray for the success of this commission. To ensure, like I said then, that I hope that the commission under him and all the commissioners will conduct the best census for this country, census that will be accepted by everybody. Because most of the censuses that had been done in the past had been questioned. And I pray and hope that you will conduct the best for this country. Because people look at census maybe for asset sharing, not for development.
Census Track is brought to you by the National Population Commission, the Nigerian government agency that provides demographic data for national development. The National Population Commission is conducting a trial census in all the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory from 27 June to 1st July 2022. The exercise holds in selected 285 local governments and the Federal Capital Territory as follows: Abia, Bende, Ohafia, Isikwato, Umuahia North, Isialangwa North, Isialangwa South, Osisioma, Obinwa, Ugunagbo, Akwa Ibom, Ibionibo, Uran, Uyo, Ini, Abak, Etimekbo, Eket, Okobo, Nkpadeni, Adamawa, Tungo, Anambra, Idemili South, Bauchi, Toro, Tafawa Balewa, Kirfi, Darazo, Ningi, Dambam, Zaki, Itas Godo, Giade, Bayelsa, Brass, Benue, Kasinala, Kwande, Ushongo, Guma, Gwe West, Gwe East, Ado, Oju, Obi, Borno, Nganga, Morte, Kukawa, Jere, Kalabelge, Ngala, Biu, Chibok, Howell, Cross River, Obudu, Ogoja, Bekwara, Obubra, Boki, Yakur, Bakasi, Calabar South, Odukbani, Delta, Sapele, Ethiopia East, Ugeli, Anyocha North, Ndokwa East, Oshimili South, Warri South, Isoko South, Bomadi, Ebonyi, Izi, Ohauku, Abakaliki, Eza North, Eza South, Ishelu, Afikpo North, Ivo, Onisha, Edo, Eastern Central, Eastern Northeast, Igwebe, Esako East, Esako Central, Owan West, Ovia Northeast, Oriowo, Ikpoboha, Ekiti, Moba, Ikole, Ado Ekiti, Irekpodun, Ifelodun, Ijero, Emure, Isheorun, Boyin, Enugu, Nkanu West, Enugu North, Isiuzo, Ezagu, Oji River, Udi, Udenu, Uzowani, Ugweze North, Gombe, Ako, Yemal Tudeba, Beleri, Shongom, Balanga, Nafada, Kwami, Duku, Imo, Ngokbala, Ikeduru, Abombise, Ohajegbema, Oguta, Olu, Ishalambano, Obo, Onimo, Jigawa, Breninkudu, Duse, Miga, Malamadori, Hadeja, Breniwa, Kazaure, Megatari, Babura, Kaduna, Makarfi, Zaria, Kudung, Chikum, Kaduna North, Igabi, Kashia, Jaba, Sanga, Kanu, Warawa, Garumalam, Minjibir, Dambata, Bichi, Kunje, Bankure, Rano, Kibia, Kasina, Daura, Kebi, Bagudo, Argungu, Suru, Aliero, Gwandu, Meyama, Yori, Shanga, Zuru, Kogi, Adavi, Okehi, Ajokuta, Ibaji, Omala, Ida, Mopamuro, Yagba West, Lokoja, Kwara, Baroten, Boro, Edu, Asa, Ilorin South, Ilorin East, Oyun, Ekiti, Okero, Lagos, Apapa, Lagos Island, Surulere, Kusofe, Ikorodu, Ibejuleki, Ajeromi Felodun, Alimosho, Ikeja, Nasarawa, Karu, Niger, Boso, Gurara, Tafa, Borgo, Agwara, Wushishi, Kacha, Mokwa, Edate, Ogun, Imekwafun, Ondo, Ose, Akoko Southeast, Akoko Northwest, Idore, Ondo East, Akure South, Eseodo, Ileoluji Okegbo, Odigbo, Oshun, Boluaduro, Borikpe, Oshobo, Ife South, Atakumosa East, Obokun, Ejigbo, Isokon, Iwo, Oyo, Ogolua, Lagelu, Oluyole, Iwajowa, Itesiwaju, Atisbo, Ibarakba North, Ibadan North East, Ido, Plateau, Shendam, Kwampang, Langtang North, Mungu, Bokus, Pangshing, Jos East, Basa, Birkin-Ladi, Rivers, Port Harcourt, Ikwere, Okrika, Kana, Oyigbo, Tai, Ahwada West, Boni, Degema, Sokoto, Godaba, Wurno, Raba, Silame, Wamako, Sokoto South, Shagari, Tureta, Tambuwal, Taraba, Ibi, Wukari, Takum, Sardauna, Geshaka, Kurmi, Karim Lamido, Yoro, Ardokola, Yobe, Yunusari, Gaidam, Gulani, Jakusko, Karaswa, Yusufari, Nangere, Fune, Potiskum, Zamfara, Zormi, Shinkafi, Perenimagaji, Guso, Bungudu, Maru, Anka, Bakura, Bukuyum, FCT, Kwagwalada, Buari, Abaji. Chairman of the National Population Commission, Nasir Isakwara, is appealing to all Nigerians to own the exercise as their own personal project and contribute towards a reliable, credible, and acceptable 2023 population and housing census by presenting themselves to be counted once only. Remember to be part of the Trial Census. You count, be counted.
In this edition of Population Timeline, we bring you a report on the training of functionaries for validation of census instruments ahead of this month's trial census. Our second report is on the 2022 Fertility and Health Expectation Survey. These two reports after the break.
A 2-in-1 training session was recently held in Karu local government of Nasarawa State. While the first involved a review meeting with members of the Census Academia training team, the second has NPC staff involved in demarcation and fieldwork as participants. Director Census of the National Population Commission, Ariola Evelyn Olanipekun, said it is because of the need to be professional in every aspect of the census exercise that members of the Population Association of Nigeria and some retired staff of the Commission were engaged to produce a training curriculum that will be used for training census functionaries.
We want to conduct the digital census scientifically and in a manner that will be acceptable to all. And we consider the academic as very important in this business. So, and training is their business, we intend that they must play a key role. And therefore, we went in there, and with the support of the PAN Association of Nigeria, Population Association of Nigeria, they were able to carefully put together a team of academia, one from each state, in the field of demography. And they met with us, were able to develop a concept note where we have the term of reference. And with that, they hit the ground running.
Immediate past president of the Population Association of Nigeria, who teaches demography and social statistics at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, disclosed that they are ever ready to contribute towards getting a census figure of Nigerians that would be devoid of controversy.
And I want to really commend your efforts and the efforts of the Commission for what you have been able to achieve within this short period. Everybody is aware that something is taking place. And I'm happy for the Commission that at least you have been able to create that awareness, and you have been able to convince government. And there is every assurance from the activities that have been series of activities that have been carried out in the Commission now. We are sure that at the end of the day, we are going to have credible and reliable census. I'm happy with the Commission, all the staff of the Commission. The seriousness is there. Even at times you will sit down there and we're watching them. You see the eagerness, the will to achieve. Everybody is now fully on course, ready, and I wish you well.
Chairman of the National Population Commission, Nasir Isakwara, noted with happiness that the issue of curriculum for training started at the 6 geopolitical zones before this harmonization meeting.
Truly, no organization that wants to excel will do without training and retraining. And for you to be able to train effectively, you have to work on your curriculum and make sure it serves the purpose very well. Let me use this opportunity to assure you that the National Population Commission is irrevocably committed to positively rewriting the history of censuses in Nigeria and deliver to this great nation accurate and reliable census that will be purposefully relevant in the drive towards sustainable development. Preparation for the 2023 Population and Housing Census are on course, and the Commission is confident that the prospect for an accurate and reliable census appears brighter than ever. This optimism is rooted in the fact that the present Commission has taken time to identify and deliberate on issues that stalled past censuses and have resolved to avoid most pitfalls through adoption of scientific planning and modern digital technology.
In another hall at the same premises, the chairman encouraged the enumerators, supervisors and field officers to be serious with the national assignment, especially as the Commission relies on their outcome from the field to further fine-tune the census processes and instruments if necessary. Director Census told Population Timeline during an interview that there is no room for any mistake in the digital census, hence the exercise.
And in census, in planning for a census, testing is a must. Having done this new amendment and corrections, we felt it is very important that we test these items again, particularly the software, because previously we were using what we called Census Pad, and now we introduce CS Pro into it because we found out that Census Pad is very good with spatial data, while CS Pro is good with statistical data. Therefore, to have the best of the two applications, we've had to have an hybridization of the two. Is what we are taking to the field to capture data now, and to be able to be sure that there's a smooth handshake between the two applications. We've got to test it, and also again we went further to translate the questionnaire into Nigerian languages.
For 1 week in April 2022, in the nation's capital, Abuja, the National Population Commission, in collaboration with the University of Bristol in the United Kingdom, brought together people for training to conduct a survey in furtherance of its core mandate of providing demographic data for national development. Population Timeline was in Gwarimpa on day 3 for the opening ceremony of the 2022 Fertility and Health Expectations Survey, which drew participants from 5 states of Akwa Ibom, Bauchi, Borno, Kano, and Oyo states.
So it is actually the training of interviewers. Usually you don't expect to just carry people and take them to the field without giving them the concept, what particular concept you need to explain to them the concept of the study. You need to explain to them the objectives of the study. They also need to understand the methodology, who and who are going to be sampled for the survey. So the essence of this training is to be able to train them on the modality of the data collection process and for them to really understand, because this is not the normal, usual survey we are used to doing.
Now, the main target, if you like, of this research project is really to look at more specifically the reasons why many women say they don't want to get pregnant but are not using contraception. So that's specifically what we are going to target and try to understand better why this is the case and how policy can help and empower women in a way to close the gap between their fertility intentions, what they want for themselves, and what they are effectively doing in terms of contraception. What respondents think would happen if they were, for instance, not going to use contraception, or if they were going to use this method or that method. And we collect this data about all the aspects of the decision that we can think of based on existing literature and also common sense to an extent. So one of the things, for instance, we'll be collecting information about is how much they think it would cost them. Okay, but one of the things that we're also going to collect data on is what do they think would be the chance that people of the same religion as them would approve. So either would approve of them not using contraception, would approve of them using method X, or would approve of them using method Y.
So first, we've been given a very rich background on why we are conducting this study, which is the fact that even though we still have a lot of unmet needs for family planning, but still the use of contraceptive by women in Nigeria is very low. So we've been equipped with this knowledge, and also we've also been trained on how to use some of the innovative tools that is being deployed for this study. So we will be carrying these skills and also our experience from the surveys we've been doing at National Population Commission to the field to collect quality data for the survey, and that will help government plan for health of Nigerians.
Okay, we're here for fertility training. We're actually expected to be diligent and bring the actual data and just bring what is expected of us. And we hope to make everyone who is here proud and not to let the commission down. Nothing. They've made it so simple. They've brought everything down to our level. So they've made us understand everything, how important it is, how necessary it is for them to do this survey, and they've broken the questions down easily. They've made it into different parts so that we can understand it. It's something. It's really interesting. Something you never thought about. When you hear the name fertility, you were thinking of something else. But actually, it actually entails a lot of things. Not the fertility and the fertility you understand, but a lot of things to do with the man and the woman and the community at large.
During the opening ceremony, Federal Commissioner representing Enugu State, Ejike Eze, who is also the chairman of the Committee on Planning and Research of the National Population Commission, advised participants never to toy with this opportunity of contributing to the store of human knowledge through research.
I want to thank the chairman for all his support and encouragement, and all other stakeholders since the beginning of this program. They've been so supportive of the program. And the functionaries and the participants who have been up and doing since the beginning of the program. And we want to commend each and every one of them and urge that they should remain focused and be determined, because what we are doing is a very serious business which is going to help our country for our national development.
The Federal Ministry of Health is interested in this survey because family planning plays an important role in population management.
We at the Federal Ministry of Health are delighted at the growing collaboration between the Federal Ministry of Health and the National Population Commission, because it has been realized that we are pursuing the same goal, which is the improvement of quality, the health and quality of lives of Nigerians. We were delighted when the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria launched the National Policy on Population and Sustainable Development. We are delighted because of the expected impact of proper implementation of that policy on the health and well-being of Nigerians. We were also delighted because we know we have important roles to play there, from the point of universal health coverage and specifically for family planning. And why is this so? Because we know that the key drivers of the growing population in Nigeria, which everyone is complaining about, include high total fertility rate and high population growth rate. And if we are to effectively checkmate those, if we are to effectively, in a sustainable manner, lower these two key rates, family planning becomes very important.
The survey is designed to provide information on the subjective beliefs regarding fertility intentions and contraceptives in 5 states of Nigeria: Akwa Ibom, Bauchi, Borno, Kano, and Oyo states. We've heard from Christine why we have these states. So the survey is going to ask questions from both women and men, and will combine this data with a randomized controlled trial. Like, we know this is a baseline, we're going to have an end line, and we're going to have all this in between.
Chairman of the National Population Commission, Nasir Isakwara, who declared the training open, said Nigeria's population is projected to reach 410 million by 2050, with the growth rate largely influenced by a high fertility rate of 5.3 children per woman and a low contraceptive usage of 17% among married women. According to the chairman, Nigeria's rapid population growth rate could either constitute an asset or liability, depending on government policies and other intervening variables. He revealed that the survey is aimed at collecting data on the subjective belief regarding contraception of a representative sample of women to estimate a model of demand for contraception, design the next step of the research project, and collect quantitative data on the strength of women and men desiring to avoid a pregnancy. The NPC chairman revealed that the survey will be conducted in 400 clusters, enumeration areas, in 5 states, and being a household-based survey, 2 levels of sampling will be used during the 2 months duration of the survey.
Okay, well, it's necessary because in formulating policy and planning for development, you need evidence-based data. Apart from the censuses, one of the ways to get this data is this survey. So we are conducting this survey in collaboration with so many partners: Ministry of Health, the National Bureau of Statistics, and the University of Bristol, while the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is sponsoring. We need this data for use in Nigeria, and they also, in their research, they want to use this data as well. So You know, the president launched the National Policy on Population, and when you want to implement this policy, you need this evidence-based data. So this data comes in handy for the implementation of the National Policy on Population.
As these participants were preparing to go to the field, the advice of the chairman that they ensure strict confidentiality of respondents' information will continue to reverberate in their minds.
Thank you for being part of Population Timeline for this week. Join us next week for another episode. I am Nkechi Okeshola. Bye.